Well, it has not been the start to this season that anyone has expected, so I'm joined by tight end, sixth-year captain, Greg Olsen. Thank you so much for joining us here. Greg, we've heard you say, the locker room say, we've heard a lot of outside chatter, just that this has been a surprising start for you guys. In the locker room, do you guys feel that this has been a complete surprise from the expectations you guys talked about?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone, envisions during the offseason and during training camp starting out 0-2. I've been around long enough to know that in the NFL, nothing's easy. Things don't always go according to plan. Things don't always go according to how you lay it out. And that's what really tests the character of a locker room. That's what really tests the character of the guys that we have on this team. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We got a lot of things to correct, but we also have 14 games left, and that's the way we have to look at it. We got to try to get one in the winning column on Sunday and kind of catch our breath and just try to start putting a string together.
You mentioned that character. Do you feel like you're proud of the way that this team has responded to these, knowing that it is a long season and that you guys have the type of character to bounce back?
We have, and we have a lot of guys in this locker room still remaining that have been through this before. We have a lot of guys who haven't, though, so we gotta let them know this isn't college, right? We're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have a couple games that don't go your way, but we got to keep rolling and rally the troops. But a lot of us were around that season. We started 1-3 or whatever it was. We rallied off 8 or 9 in a row, and all of a sudden you flip the season on its head. So we've been there before. It's not easy. It's a lot easier said than done, but it's possible, and it starts with this Sunday.
Well, for you, last week you do have over 100 yards of offensive production. When you do self-scout on yourself, looking back, are you proud with what you're able to put out there this season and how this is shaping up for you?
Physically I haven't really gotten off to the start I wanted to, getting dinged up in the first game and kind of having that linger on the short week. I'm hoping just from a physical standpoint that my next couple weeks are better than my first 2 weeks, but we're still able to be fairly productive last week. But again, like anything, there's a couple plays I'd like to have back. Different release, different move at the line, but that's every game. I just got to keep being where the quarterback expects me to be friendly to the ball, and catch every ball that's thrown to me. That's really been my recipe for a long time, and that doesn't change.
Well, you've had a week now with Kyle Allen out there, and you're talking about being where the quarterback wants you to be. What have you seen from him, if his number is indeed called, from the preseason to now going into this game, the growth from him?
It's hard not to like his energy. It's hard not to like his demeanor. He's got a great way about him. It never feels like anything's too big. Feels like he's been there a million times, but he hasn't. It's not talent, it's not arm strength, it's not any of that. It's just reps, it's experience, it's game experience. And Kyle has a little bit of it, dating back to last year.
There he is right there.
There he is. There he is. I wish he probably doesn't know I'm talking nice about him.
He did give us a little funny face in it.
So he's got to just channel that level of calm that he had last year when he started the last game against New Orleans, and just realize he's got a lot of guys out there that can help him. He doesn't have to carry this offense by himself. He just has to do his part, and then the rest of us around him can kind of carry the load.
Well, let's do really quick to end this, a little bit of rapid fire. I've got 3 questions. I think 2 of them you're definitely going to get, but I might stump you on the 3rd. Okay. All right, the first one is, this teammate of yours currently leads the NFL within the first 8 seasons with the most tackles.
Luke Kuechly.
Good, that was easy. There's number 1. He did pass Urlacher to get that. All right, this second one, all right, this player, he has scored, the only one in the NFL this season to have scored 3 times past 50 yards. This is the one that I think
in
is
his career?
No, in this season. It's going to trip you up.
We have a guy this year the kicker.
Yeah,
Joey Sly.
There you go.
Okay, it took me a second. I was like, what? I don't even know if we have anybody on our team with 3 touchdowns. But.
All right, and then this one is going to be an easy one. This one could potentially get his first start against a guy that he played college with. A lot of hype going into this game, but I know you guys and a lot of guys are confident.
Lovey-dovey.
Lovey-dovey. Awesome. Thanks so much, Greg.